Hey PRC, it's the weekend and our shop's pretty full. We're real busy. I think a lot of the jobs that were on hold because of the pandemic are hitting. They're all hitting at once, but I want to talk about perspective again and putting a lot of what you see on this site in perspective. We're seeing a lot of great techniques that took a lot of us finishers decades to learn. And these guys are giving you guys information either for free or through a class, and you're learning stuff quick. But you got to put it in perspective. Some of these techniques you're seeing are great. They're high-end finishing techniques to get stuff perfectly flat. Maybe to do a piano finish. But you got to put that in perspective. You can't spend all day on one door making it perfectly flat, because you got 50 more doors to do and get back to the customer by the end of the week. And you're not making love to this stuff. You're trying to make a living. So you got to put these techniques in perspective. You got to give your clients quality and value. A good cabinet finish or furniture finish that doesn't feel like their drywall, painted wall. It feels like it should, like a piece of furniture. And you got to do it in a timely fashion, or you're not going to make a living. We're seeing techniques. A lot of these techniques you're seeing come from the automotive industry, and they're used actually in classic car restoration to get that perfect finish. And they're putting on $20,000 paint jobs. You're not doing that. So you got to put that in perspective. Develop your system and your process so you can make money, and that's why we're doing this. Second thing I see a lot is spraying another finish every week. Every week, every 2 weeks, there's another finish that someone's spraying and saying it's the greatest. I don't know how you can make a living or run a shop or a business spraying all these different kinds of finish. You're going to have to find your way, use the knowledge here, and do your own R&D and figure out what's going to work for you in your conditions, in your region, what's readily available to you, what's in your price point, so you can, make a living. That's what we're here to do. You can't have 10 finishes you're using all the time. That's not production. That's not gonna help you. Your paint rep is only gonna know so much. Your technical rep is only gonna know so much. They can guide you. You're asking them, is this gonna work? Is this finish gonna work for this? Is this gonna work for me? They don't know. If you've been finishing cabinetry and furniture for 5 years, you know more than them. I guarantee it. You've already run into more problems, contaminations, issues, depending on the temperature and all the issues that go along with finishing. You already have more experience, actual shop experience or on-site experience than they do. So they're only going to be able to guide you. You're going to have to do some of your own R&D and figure out what's going to work for you. Everybody's shooting different equipment. Everybody's running different guns and different systems. It's going to be different. You got to put all that in perspective, all that stuff you see. But at the end of the day, we're here to give a quality job to our customers, but you're here to make a living. And if you don't put that at the forefront, you're going to go out of business. Unless you fell into a niche where people say, oh, take as long as it takes, and I want it perfect, and charge me whatever. But that's really not the world we live in. So, little advice, perspective. Thanks, guys.